Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of this relaxed play of Stalker 2. And I know that this series has been anything but relaxing. However, I do appreciate you being here. And to continue where we left off, we had just got done communicating with the monolith, which is this structure right here. And unfortunately, in our trance under the monolith had wounded one of the ward's men. But now we are being summoned by a person named Agatha, I believe, who wants us to go to the meeting in the projection room. So we will do just that. It's Herman.
Skiff! Thank God you're here. If only Darlin had listened to me, I wouldn't have to cheat. You know that's true. Tell her. I'm begging you.
Your friend is a strange kind of scientist, Skiff. He loves secrets more than discoveries.
He's no friend of mine.
Skiff!
That makes sense. People need more than just a couple of days to really become friends. You need to trust one another, share your secrets. Like the fact that someone stole the scanners from S.T.A.L.K.E.R. just because he was so envious of Dr. Darlin. And guided by his co-conspirator Faust, he insisted on murdering every last witness. Including you, of course.
I can explain everything.
There's no need to repeat yourself, Professor. This man almost got you killed. So it's up to you to decide his fate.
Let him go.
Professor Herman, you may go.
Skiff! Thank you. Thank you.
I'd rather have more friends than
Professor.
enemies.
You forgot something.
Goodbye.
Yevhen Martinyuka, 25 years old. Born in a small town, loved a good book, but preferred a good fight. Served in the army, upon returning home was engaged in risky part-time jobs. No real friends, no family, just lonely evenings in front of the TV. A while ago, he came home to find his place in ruins. You've been through a lot, Yevhen. Cigarette? After the fire at those apartments, everyone rushed to seek help from officials. But not you, Yevhen. In your search for the truth, you had the courage to enter the zone. Perseverance is an admirable quality, and you've got heaps of it. That's why we can thank you, and you alone, that the scanner is back at S.T.A.L.K.E.R. The zone is extremely dangerous to the outside world. But thanks to you, we will soon have its power under control. And in the meantime, you can return to the mainland and move into a beautiful new house.
Sounds great.
You deserve it.
But I want to be there for the experiment. Bread was promised. Now it's time for circuses.
Dr. Darlin speaks highly of you, but the experiment requires top-level security. Although, perhaps you could help us in this matter. Someone's planning to stop us, right? Stop us getting what we deserve.
I can't help you. Sorry.
Skiff, come in. Are you there yet? See if you can get to the labs and find out about the monolith. I'm counting on you, Stalker.
Someone's taking advantage of you again, Yevhen.
Yeah. And you aren't?
Strider has nothing to offer you in return, unlike us. Find him. Ask him to lay down his arms. No war because should begin with bloodshed.
You ever get the feeling like somebody can't be trusted? That's the feeling that I'm getting from her. Because I think hers and Dalin's wants differ. I think Dalin truly wants to help people, but I don't get that vibe from her. And I think she's using Dalin's genius to meet her own needs. And that's what worries me. Now, if there's a way to ensure that Dalin is correctly used for the needs of the people, that would be great. Because I don't think Agatha wants that. And she doesn't want bloodshed, but was so quick to give me a gun and kill Herman. So she's only using things to progress her own agenda, and I will not fall prey to that. So let's see what we can do. And
Connection sequence initiated. All authorized personnel are to proceed to their positions.
connection sequence initiated. I would like to do something about that, but now we have to get to the cryptobiology lab entrance. So let's head there. And you know what I am curious about is what if we leave Circa right now, go back to Noontide, and tell Strider of everything that's going on? Is that even an option? I don't know, but I would be so curious to find out. But let's head to the cryptobiology lab. And if there is one thing I am not, it is a snitch. Because I think Strider and Dalin are the two most genuine people that I've met so far. And I know that might be surprising when we talk about Dalin, but I honestly, I do believe that he is genuine. And I'm also curious about where Herman went to. You know, there's a lot of things I could say bad about this game, but the great part of this game is the story and the decision making and the RPG elements of it. I think they're absolutely fantastic and some of the best that I've played. I am getting some weird artifacting in the graphics, though, as I say that. Oh, wow.
Everyone's in
I wonder if that has to do with like the shadows in the area. Let me play with the settings. Hold on. Okay. I switched it to FSR rather than native DLAA, so hopefully it looks a little bit better. But let's talk to Dubney.
So Strider was right? The monolith, Skiff, is it really here?
Yeah. I tried it.
And what happened?
I saw what it did to the people before me. How it made them believe in lies. It was wrong.
Then you understand that we have to destroy it.
Dallin said S.T.A.L.K.E.R isn't going to use the monolith anymore. They only needed it to prep for another experiment. They're gonna end all this shit right here, right now. They're gonna destroy the zone.
And you believe that, Skiff? Do you really believe the monolith is just an installation and they actually know what they're doing? They'll write off all their mistakes as collateral damage in pursuit of the greater good.
The
But we
greater
are not
good.
some byproducts of their experiments, Skiff. We are human beings. If their plans have any relation to the monolith, we are putting an end to them. These people are not to be trusted. We can't waste any more time. Tell me now, Skiff. Are you with the Ward or with us?
Oh man. Um, this is a difficult one because this probably has such a significance for the quest. Now, I don't side with Agatha, and I don't agree with what the spark is doing because they're a little bit too gung ho. Um, this is tough, and I don't want to go against the noontide either. Um, I'm really just mulling this over right now because I feel like this is such a significant part of the story that you can't just make it on a whim. I think I might side with the ward because I believe in Dalin. And that's only because I think that's only because I do believe what he is trying to do is for the greater good. Um, so I think I might. I know I'm taking a while about this, but it really is kind of like, to me, what feels like a very pivotal moment in the story. Um, and the ward seem to be more structured in their reasoning than do the Noontiders. And that's nothing against Strider, but I think with the dichotomy between Strider and Faust may have put the Noontiders in a weird position to where they're not absolute in their beliefs of one thing or another. I think we'll go with the ward.
Drop your weapons. We don't want bloodshed.
Traitor.
Okay. And of course, I get immediately killed. Okay, let's try and... I don't know who is friend and who is foe. Because it doesn't line up how I was expecting it to. So I kind of have to pay attention to the uniforms. We'll pull out our shotgun. That's a friend. That's a foe. That is a foe. Okay.
You did good, soldier. I'm glad there's someone I can trust in the zone. Meet us at X11. Let's get this over with.
Well, I don't necessarily trust you, but I feel like as if I'm not given much of a choice. I really didn't want there to be bloodshed, and I'm not saying that I side.
I'll tell you something that will blow your mind. I'm gonna tell you something that will blow your mind.
Okay. And I'm not saying that was the right answer, but I was really hoping that the new Tiders would see reason and that the zone isn't for the best of humanity.
Anytime.
We can trade with him. But what exactly can we trade? We could lighten our load just a little bit, but I don't know if that'll be really worth it, so.
Hotties.
Okay.
Security protocol is now in place. All personnel are to remain at their workstations. Your clearance level will be
I don't know. I feel like I made the right decision, but it's so hard to tell. Do I go this way? And I have to remember Skiff's priority here too, is that he's more concerned just about getting even about his house being destroyed, and not so much about the zone itself.
Welcome to the X-11 Lab, the heart of S.T.A.L.K.E.R and the flagship of scientific progress. The X-11 Lab is led by S.T.A.L.K.E.R, outstanding scientist and head of S.T.A.L.K.E.R. Here, the best physicists work on unimaginable discoveries for the world's good. Welcome to the future of humanity.
Of course, have to be curious and explore. Because there's not going to be a wide open door with a red glow that doesn't invite some sort of curiosity. And it's locked. Okay. Nope, I don't want to do that. Let's eat sausage.
Minimizing autopsy levels.
Zero coulomb on the Kniazinski scale.
Who's that? Huh? What's he doing here?
Stabilizing bed up, see?
A stalker? Here?
Resonance eliminated.
Scanning for Tau presence.
Done. None detected.
Performing visual analysis. No damage detected.
Azimuth.
Router ready.
Lock 5.
Waveguide ready.
Scala.
Gateway open. X11. Awaiting connection.
Keep away from the door! Hands up! Keep your hands up where I can see them!
Are you not? nuts? Put it away!
Scala here. Request for sync phase received.
Darlin, no!
This is the last one. The threat has been eliminated.
No! No!
Connection! I barely slept during all those years of preparation. Maybe perhaps just a couple of hours here and there on that awful couch. Thank you again for your help, Skiff. As of today, the zone will be gone along with all our fears. You'll go back to your new home. Strider will return to his island. And I'll finally be able to sleep in a bed. With a real pillow. Peacefully. With no dreams. Because all the dreams have come true.
Biaxial array.
Yes, sir.
Potentials.
Nominal.
Skiff.
Synchronize!
Time out of sync phase
Skiff, you have to get to the data center right now. There's a flash drive there with the Institute's entire archive on it. It is crucial that you retrieve it.
Colin, you need to.
I need that flash drive. It contains the telemetry data from the experiment. I have to see it. I have to find out what went wrong. I can't trust anyone else with it, Skiff. Here are the coordinates. Please go. Hurry.
Get me a stretcher. It looks like sea radiation exposure. Severe.
Okay, so quite an interesting unraveling of events there. Considering that Strider, I believe, was manipulated by the monolith, who has now become sentient and is not just some sort of construct. Or at least some sort of controllable construct.
Welcome to S.T.A.L.K.E.R, the heart and soul of scientific progress. The head of S.T.A.L.K.E.R is a brilliant scientist. Individual? No. The most prominent physicist. Operating on extraordinary scale. Welcome to the future of humanity.
Curious to see what all is here. And explore. Oh wow. Poor guy. Because now that we have access to the entirety of the base, kind of unfettered, there may be secrets that we can discover. Okay, so we found the archive.
Loud and clear. Over.
I don't know. I feel like I need to find hidden things while I'm here. I just don't know what they could be or where they could be either. I think I have to... Yep. There's the helicopter pad. Let's go back in here and see what we can find.
last time I checked.
Oh wow, so we were being timed. And since so he said I have to go through the underground tunnels, but I want to see if anything else is available while I'm here. Oh wow. Let's see if we can't. Let's see if we can take this. I think they're called pseudo giants. Never mind. This is a quite hectic transpiring of events right now. And we have our HUD back. Okay. I didn't know if our HUD being gone was intentional or not. Okay, and the helicopter is still gone. What we do have, though, help with this, is our AK. I really want to clear out the area. I don't know, just because of personal gain, I guess, and kill that pseudo giant. But I also want to explore the other parts of the base too, and I apologize if that's loud as well in the background. I also want to see if I can go to the artifact room and collect some of those artifacts as well. And I think if I wasn't playing on the hardest difficulty either, that these things just might be a touch easier. Put this back on. Let's take down the aggressors first. Oh no. Damn it. This is gonna be much like the swamp, I feel like. Okay, this is gonna be the one. We're just gonna take it slower. Maybe if we wrap around here, we could potentially get a better angle. Okay. Not doing too shabby. And we got that one down. Okay. Let's see. Get them down. Him down. Him down. I think they may respawn. So this may all have been for naught. Which is a shame. I feel like this would have been a good opportunity. Have some good gear, which I think there's nothing here. And unfortunately is probably not going to be worth my time other than just to run through, given the mayhem of it. So what we will do is we'll see if we can go through here. That's locked. Okay. We're just going to go towards the objective. I think this was locked too. Yeah. I'm afraid we may have just been wasting time. So yeah, we'll just run through. Unlikely, I guess, to find anything of significance here. Yeah, but I just wasted a bunch of time. Well, you live and you learn. Let's eat really quick. Jump down here. Open that up. Okay, and we have some peace and quiet. Doesn't sound particularly good. Do I have any other rounds? I don't. Oh. did scare me. Okay. And we're slowly getting through it. We're just going to take all that we can because we never know what we may need and when we may need it. Nothing down there. And some dogs. Maybe we can save him. Not all clear quite yet. There's still something here. Now it's all clear, soldier.
It's done.
It sure is. Sergeant Gonzalez, good work. Gonzalez isn't a very common name in these parts. Yeah, it's real good. And we are losing durability quite quickly on our weapons. And that makes me concerned because that means we have an increased rate of jamming. And when we're going up against this many creatures in these kind of environments, the one thing I don't want to happen is jam right when we need it. We are going to take all that we can. Take a prize. And we'll save while we have some respite. And again, just taking everything that we can, hopefully putting it to good use. And I don't like the fact of being snuck up on either. take that rodent paw. No, hopefully we can get out of here soon and find a place to access our stash, access a tech, and find some rest. Unfortunately, we did miss the chopper, so we are paying for that in dividends. Can't get that. Okay, great. We'll see if these gentlemen need some help up here, because it sounds like they are in heavy battle with something or someone. Oh, just in time. Doesn't sound good. Let's make sure that all these monolithians are cleared out. It's a friend. It's also a friend. And plenty of supplies. But nothing really too important to us. Other than some medkits and some ammo. I mean, which we'll take because I feel like in this area we can't have too much unless we become extremely overweight, which I think we may have hit that threshold. Yep. We're gonna put that on and use our 45 ammo, and we're just gonna eat some stuff, have a energy drink. I'm considering dropping that. But we'll just keep pushing forward. Let's see what's up here. Can we save? We can. Probably have to go through there. Let's see if we can go through here. No, we can't. Okay, this may be insignificant to us. And again, I'm just checking all the places that I can because I do get worried that I may be overlooking some unique weapon or item, which I'm sure I have already. Okay. Looks like we're going through here. Let's save. Was that a trap? that I set off? Was that killed by an anomaly? I didn't hear my pager go off though. Again, unsure. See, it's not an anomaly. So I think I gotta jump down. Oh. It's that. So whatever is here was expecting me to be here. Or somebody, for that matter. Another trap that I noticed much too soon. But if we can turn off the electricity, we may be able to, yes, freely move around. Excellent. Nothing else that's striking me as important, so that's great. And let's head on up. You know, some of these traps are easier to see than others. That is for sure. What do we have here? The PZS-03 Conway. Let's look at that. The PSZ-20W Convoy. The suit represents a new generation in the personal protection system series of armored suits. Drawing from the experience of its predecessors, it was developed in record time to meet the specific demands of the war. So it's Warden armor that provides exceptional physical protection, but I will say it does give some great radiation protection as well. Obviously not as good as our Wanderer suit, but for what it's worth, it is pretty good. So we may consider putting that on if we ever get into a firefight. We are very much nearing our max weight, so I hope we get out of this place quite soon. What we could do is we do have some Hercules that we can put on, and one more that we found. And we may need to use that. Actually, let's go ahead and use one now. That way, we can expeditiously make our way out of here. At least much sooner. Okay. If you saw when I opened that door, that rodent had a green symbol on it, meaning it was friendly. So I may have provoked that attack. And oh no, have a crash. Back from that crash. And we're gonna keep on trucking. And interesting. Okay. Cleared out those rodents again. So hopefully we should be in the clear. Let's collect our rodent paw because these are coupons that we would need. Let's save just in case we get another crash that we don't have to do that again. Nothing there. Some vodka that I don't want to pick up. And hopefully we are, nope, not quite in the clear. You know, I'm sure if we had taken the helicopter, we would be much better off. We do have some 45 ammo and the integral A with a new loot thing. Wow, I'm actually quite excited about the integral A, an elite submachine gun renowned for its effectiveness in confined spaces, a favorite among seasoned diggers. Fantastic. We're going to take that and put it to very, very good use. This is excellent. I don't see anything else for us to do here. And let's head up this ladder. And we made it out.
Skiff here.
Well, I think we have done quite a bit this episode. We escaped Circa from the Monolithian invasion, who are now back to once again herald in their supposed god of the monolith. And I'm quite excited to see where this goes, and that kind of does reinforce the decision I made to side with the Ward. Wow, what a story. With all that being said, I do appreciate you joining me on this episode today, and we will catch you in the next one.